Testing, testing.
I can hear you.
Okay, we're just waiting for the other folks to come up from downstairs.
I see green, Kevin, but I don't hear you. Does anybody hear me? This is Ellie.
Yeah, we hear you just fine, Ellie.
Thank you. Oh, you hear us both?
Okay, so I'd like to welcome everybody to the 2025 closing ceremony. Can you believe that the conference is almost over again for another year? 3 days have flown by with amazing speakers, presenters, social activities, posters, and exhibits. We've all learned a lot, played a lot, collaborated with colleagues, and made new friends. My name is Kevin Feenan, President of Rockcliffe University Consortium, and I am honored to welcome you to this year's closing ceremonies. Tonight, you will meet some of the hardworking people from behind the scenes who, for the past year, have been planning and organizing this conference. You will also hear about our post-conference immersive experience activities, plans for next year's VWBPE 2026 conference, and the recipient of the 2025 VWBPE Thinkerer Award for outstanding contribution to the promotion of learning, community, and educational practices. Our closing ceremony would not be the same without one of Second Life's most famous celebrities, the legendary Pookie Amsterdam, our MC for tonight. Pookie has been the mistress of ceremonies, hosting and gracing us with her wit and wisdom since 2010. Pookie Amsterdam is the CEO, producer, and writer for Pookie Media Films and Animation Studio and Virtual World Entertainment Company. She's been busy working on AI videos, which you can see on her YouTube channel. Strong advocate for excellence in education, especially the visual arts, as evidenced through her machinima and video and virtual worlds. Pookie is outspoken about her enormous respect and admiration for the work that educators do each and every day. We have the utmost respect and admiration for her work as well. Please give a warm VWBPE welcome and a huge round of applause to our host for this evening, Pookie Amsterdam.
Hello, can you hear me now? I'm so sorry about that, but we're second lifers and we have patience and we know how to deal with glitches. So I'm going to start again. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Really, big time. Given the rapidly moving nature of the world as it is in First Life, this year's theme is appropriate: transitions. While long-term alliances are elsewhere tested, we can return to these platforms assured that our builds, our bonds, and our buddies will be here. This conference facilitates increasingly crucial research, development, and practice. Having made the transition from the physical reality of our humans to the immersive reality of our avatars, we've metamorphed what's around us too. Brims gave rise to textures, which begat builds that inspired lessons, which initiated a shift of understanding in our students' lives and in ourselves. In storytelling, the protagonists must face a test to find their true power, overcoming challenges to transform into the hero they were born to be. Why those stories resound is because we were all born to be that hero. To transition from one stage to another is what virtual lessons give us the opening to do. Some examples: Lear Lobo presented studies of 800 middle schoolers who learned to value Native American beliefs of wounded healer leadership in virtual classes. Reaching students familiar with video games in these environments means greater attention, retention, and bandwidth for what they need to know, what you are teaching. And lifelong learners know we never stop renewal. Lucina, Lynn Barrett's Whole Brain Health Inspiration Island is a vibrant place for an expanding community. Inspiration, by the way, seems to be the one thing that can beat fear. We need to remember this. Best Face Forward, a transition from here to there, explored potential trauma of a future buoyed by the tides of technological innovation as seen by scientists and social visionaries. Thanks to Kip Raffo for that. Many of us are transitioning our work in all mediums with AI. Ren Hendricks at CyberX had us interacting with AI-driven simulations. Janaea Moraine created an inhabited dream. Stand in the middle of an actual story quest. Sign up. I'm going to. And check out the Global Phoenix Peace Fountain. And have you been on the love train with people from all over the world? Just teleport to the mainland. Virtual worlds are a revolution in training and education. VWBPE has provided 18 years of transformative power for educators. We become what we learn. We become what we teach. And in becoming, transform ourselves into higher possibilities of humankind. The why we're here. None of us are who we are without whom we've known in our lifetimes or second lifetimes. I'm looking at you, Bevan Whitfield. For myself, that includes many of you I'm lucky enough to call friends as well. And now it is my turn to introduce someone truly important who helps this happen and has helped all of this occur over these 18 years. Someone I'm always grateful to know, by the way, a wonderful human and avatar, Kevin Feenan, aka Phelan Coromal. Welcome back, Phelan!
You know, one of these days, Linden Lab is going to figure out how to reset Second Life Voice without having to log off and log back into the environment again. And oh my goodness, I have no legs. Oh my goodness. I'm sure they'll show up at some point. All right, let's try this again. So, VWBPE would not be possible without the months of work by a multitude of volunteers, exhibitors, presenters, mentors, and of course the organizational committee themselves. The conference has started out each year with the executive committee of Becky Adams, Marie Vans, and myself well over a year in advance, helping to set the direction for the conference and develop new ideas for ways that we can improve based on your feedback and suggestions. From there, we break into committees led by these wonderful people and tireless leaders behind me, some of whom are on stage with me today, managing portfolios that include Becky Adams and Marie Vans for programs, Becky Adams for volunteers, iSky for information assets and mentors, Beth Ghost Raven, Bevan Whitfield and Pi for marketing and communications, Leah Hardest, aka Chandra, for social programs. You know, all of our committees, their work is just simply amazing. And I need to thank each and every committee member and their vice chairs for all the hard work that they have put in again this year for this conference. Without their guidance and steady hands, the conference would just simply not be possible. And I know I say this every year, and it's well and truly deserved. Each has sacrificed a lot to bring quality education to virtual worlds. I would especially like to single out the work that Becky and Marie have been doing this year to help me with programs. I've had the incredible opportunity to act again as the chair for finance and logistics, along with my co-chairs, Leticia De Leon for logistics, Biomes lead developer and builder, and the Rock and Bones mystery game, Francisco Kulhovic for the stream team, Fiery Broom and Helena Kirma for the build team, Tempest Rosa and Heidi Delacroix for principal photography, and Hal Jordan for the security detail. These people have helped coordinate close to over 50 different volunteers, supporters, and vendors to make this conference happen, all of whom deserve equal recognition. Despite being behind the scenes, their support is what allows this conference to come alive for presenters and participants alike. And finally, I want to thank VirtualAbility and the flying fingers of the voice-to-text transcriptionists, Electra Panther and Carolyn Carleon, and of course our fearless leader in all things accessible, the incomparable Gentle Heron. Thank you all for continuing to support our academic programs. I would now like to introduce my executive team member, Chair of Volunteers Subcommittee and Co-Chair for Programs, Becky Adams. Becky, aka Ellie Pinion, is in Second Life, is an instructor and former director for the online course development and faculty support for the University of New Mexico. If you have an interest in online learning, my guess, that would be all of us, please make sure to visit their exhibit. As the volunteer committee head, Ellie supports the conference by organizing volunteers for roles needed for the conference to run smoothly. This includes recruiting, training, and scheduling. This is an amazing committee of dedicated and hardworking volunteers, and we just simply couldn't do it without them. And now I give you Ellie.
Thank you so much, Phelan. The VWBPE Organizational Committee and I want to thank the wonderful people who stepped up this year to be volunteers. Amazingly, it takes thousands of hours to put on a conference like this one. It truly takes a village. Our hosts, mentors, communication team, quadrivium facilitators, and assistants, the amazing Fran Coolhaven and the stream team, and our conference photographers. Thank you, Spiff, Damaris, and Heidi. Sadly, we lost our dear Barbara Colazzo recently. We so miss her. The social committee and security team, Green Lantern Corp. And I do want to mention our transcriptionist, even though Kevin already did. We so appreciate your time and dedication to make the conference a success. I want to give a very special thank you to my dear friends and valued colleagues who are on the volunteer committee, Buffy Beal, Lou Barker Lowtide, and Dee Dee Beaker. They have worked tirelessly over the past few months. I would also like to thank Phelan and Marie especially. Marie has stepped up in this year to help with our program and has been an enormous help. It is always an honor to work with you both. We want to thank every one of our over 40 volunteers who have given their time and hearts to make this a fantastic conference. We look forward to working with you again next year. And finally, I would like to let you know Buffy is up here with us. Buffy Beal has been my right hand this year and will be taking over the volunteer committee chair for our next conference as I take on more responsibility in other areas. Let's give a big hand to all our volunteers and Buffy. Thank you so much. Now I would like to introduce iSky Silverweb. iSky has an amazing ability to be in several places at once as she maintains the website, assists with communications and marketing, and also serves as program co-chair. Web Goddess is her name to us. In this role, she assists in getting the program online, assists her team to prepare mentors behind the scenes to make it all happen, and she created your badges. I would like to introduce my friend and valued colleague, iSky Silverweb. Electra will be voicing for iSky.
Thank you, Ellie, and thank you, Electra, for being my voice here today. I'd like to take a moment to talk about the badges. The design of these badges pays homage to the VWBPE International Park System, which visually represents the conference regions. The badges were distributed featuring titles that align with this theme. For instance, campers received their badges in the swag bags upon their arrival at the gateway. In addition to being my voice here tonight, Electra Panther wears several badges at VWBPE, and one of particular note is Counselor Supervisor. In this role, she trains new mentors and provides valuable refresher sessions for those already experienced. Mentors who earned the Counselor Guide badge played a crucial role in assisting presenters with the preparations. Incidentally, I hope the presenters enjoyed their time as counselors. Over the past 3 days, many of our campers have actively engaged with and participated in the sessions. I'd like to extend my heartfelt thanks to the VWBPE mentors, our counselor guides, for their dedication in supporting camp counselors while promoting the use of virtual worlds in education. I'd also like to express my gratitude to the transcriptionists who serve as the interpreters of the park system, transforming spoken words into meaningful text. This is no easy task, and their contributions are deeply appreciated. A special thanks to Caroline Carrion and Electra Panther for their invaluable work. Finally, as the IT chair, I work closely with Philian Korimal and Ellie Pinion, our intrepid park directors, to maintain the VWBPE website throughout the year. Thank you all for your continued support and hard work. Many of you know Beth Ghostraven, our spam queen. For 13 years now, Beth has publicized and facilitated many education and library events in Second Life. Beth is the secret sauce in getting people to attend events. As VWBPE Communication Chair, or as her badge shows, Public Affairs Director, she kept everybody informed about the conference and its sessions. I am proud to introduce a truly wonderful colleague and friend, Beth Ghostraven.
Thank you, Ice Sky. We had lots of help with publicity this year. P. Ilios had planned to take over as communications chair, but her health challenges prevented her from doing so. Bevan Whitfield stepped up and took over most of the in-world communications and all of the social media this year. Thank you so much, Bevan. I cannot tell you how much of a help that was. My awesome collaborator and dinky in crime, Ice Guy, has been doing the lion's share of work on the blog post. Blue Barker Lowtide has done his usual uplifting job, keeping us all up to date during the conference. We also had help this year from the bloggers who cover Second Life and virtual worlds. I'd like to especially thank Bixel Shufton, Dancerina Starlight, and Gemma Cleanslate of the Second Life Newser, Inara Pay of Living in a Modem World, Juana Villiers of Grid Affairs, Lanai Jericho and Josh of the SL Inquirer, and Lady Alicia Egali. Sookie Jade and the Firestorm team put up our message of the day, and Strawberry Linden got us featured in the Destination Guide again this year. I would also like to thank all of you. Every time you mention the conference and repost social media, you help spread the word about this conference. To keep in touch with upcoming VWBPE events, and there are more to come, please sign up for the email list at vwbpe.org and subscribe to our YouTube channel. The link is there in chat. Next, I would like to introduce Leah Hardesty, known as Chandra in World. She earned her doctorate from the University of New Mexico in Organization, Information, and Learning Sciences. As Social Committee Chair, she headed up a tremendous shift this year as we transitioned to a new kind of program. I can tell you, too, the Social Committee has the most fun of anybody planning this conference. Please join me in welcoming Chandra to talk about the work of the Social Committee.
Thank you so much, Beth. And thank you, iSky, for my Recreation Director badge. Beth supports us all throughout the conference with her amazing communication skills. We are very grateful to her bunny self, usually, and we are thrilled she brought us puzzles this year. I had no idea you could work on puzzles in Second Life. There are 2 over in the wetlands if you haven't tried it out yet. This year has been a huge transition for the Social Committee. We tackled it with creative thinking, collaboration, laughter, and by supporting each other. The Social Committee this year includes Beth Ghostraven, Helena Kiyama, Jazz Mimo, Max Chatnoir, Serena Offcourse, Jri, and myself. They all deserve so many hugs this year. They have supported me and the conference by being here and present in our virtual world community through a time of change. Helena went above and beyond this year. On Thursday, she hosted 2 building workshops. We learned how to make our very own prim chair and how to make a basic HUD. She was amazing skills and knowledge that she is always willing to share. Thank you, Helena. Serena is the mastermind behind the photography adventure this year. She provided a group of adventurers in the wetlands with knowledge about how to take a snapshot, change their wind light, and add pictures to collage boards. You can visit the gallery here if you have not. Jri is always thinking about fish. We should not have been surprised when he suggested Second Life fishing. An evening spent in the wetlands after a long conference day was perfect. And a shout out to Jazz and Thunder for teaching me how to play hand and foot in Second Life. Every year, Delia Lake brings new information and stories to the wetlands about the North Atlantic beach. And this year, she took us back 700 million years, up to 200 years ago. Did you know the oldest living land relative of the whale is the hippopotamus? We hope you all enjoyed Oficina de Sogni's performance earlier today. We tip our virtual hats to them for an outstanding storytelling show. And here we are, almost at the end of the evening. Remember to come and dance the night away with us all in the wetlands after the closing ceremony. On behalf of the Social Committee, we hope you enjoyed all of your conference experiences. Come back next year to see what new events we have planned for you all. I am always happy to introduce Ellie Pignon. Ellie Pignon serves as a member of the Executive Committee and will present the Thinkerer Award for Outstanding Service Across the Metaverse. Oh.
Thank you, Chandra. What an amazing social committee we have. In 2014, the VWBPE Organizational Committee instituted a Personal Achievement Award to recognize an individual who has provided outstanding service to both the field of education and the virtual community at large. Our past recipients include our amazing Lorraine Mockford, Lori Von Lester, Sheila Weber, Sheila Yokoshawa, Doris Malero, Piona Destiny, Lynn Barrett, Wisdom Seeker, Renee Brock, Cinia Zauber, Barbara Truman, Delightful Duwangle, Valerie Hill, Val Librarian, Cynthia Colon, Lear Lobo, Andrew Wheelock, Spiff Whitfield, Alice Kruger, Gentle Heron, and of course the award namesake, our own Selby Evans, our Thinkerer. What a great list, huh? Many were around the conference over the past 3 days, still generously sharing and supporting us. We hope you were able to attend the Above the Book, Catching Up with the Thinkers with Wisdom Seeker earlier today. It's inspiring how our thinkers continue to make such a difference. They are all true collaborators and leaders. Please give them a round of applause. Thank you so much. The Thinkerer Award is presented to an individual whose deeds and actions have shown consistent selfless service toward the promotion of learning, community, educational practice, and who exemplify the spirit of cooperative development within immersive environments. The recipients of this Lifetime Achievement Award are not simply outstanding professionals in their field, they characterize transformational leadership qualities which envision and guide change, enhance the motivation, morale, and performance of others, promote best practices and continuous improvement, and inspire through their words and actions. I am so honored to introduce you to one such individual. Joyce Bellencourt, known across the metaverse as Rihanna Chatwar, is our 2025 Thinkerer Award. Joyce Bellencourt, known across the universe as Rihanna Chatwar, is our 2025 Thinkerer Award recipient. She is a designer and technologist who began exploring and creating in virtual environments, initially through MUDs and MOOCs and online games, and then discovered the virtual world of Second Life in January of 2005. She is the co-founder and vice president of Avacon Inc., a U.S. 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the promoting the growth, enhancement, and development of the metaverse, virtual worlds, augmented reality, and 3D immersive spaces. Avacon organized the 2010 in Boston in 2011 and Oakland Second Life Community Convention, the Federal Consortium of Virtual Worlds virtual workshops, and the ongoing Open Simulator Community Conference. Avacon currently is fiscally sponsors the nonprofit community of practice Nonprofit Commons in Second Life, where Joyce has been a community leader and host of the weekly Friday meetings since October of 2012, and co-chairs with Dr. Cynthia Colon, Lear Lobo, sorry Lear, and the MPC Educational Committee. Joyce was surprised that we consider her an educational leader, but it's clear she is, as you will soon see. In 2007, Joyce began working for the online leadership program at the educational nonprofit Global Kids, the first organization to teach and offer youth educational program in Linden Labs' then Second Life Teen Grid. Joyce helped produce digital media learning content, including a Second Life curriculum, the Res Ed Journal, podcast, and their edublog, holymeatballs.org. She also helped produce many virtual and physical world events, collaborating with the MacArthur Foundation, Sesame Workshop, the Gates Foundation, and more, and worked with a teen-led team to develop the social issue game Consent, a first-person simulation game in Second Life based on Harriet A. Washington's book, Medical Apartheid. Joyce holds a BFA in visual design and is a 2012 graduate of the Singularity University Graduate Studies Program, focused on applying exponential technologies to address global grand challenges. During this program, she focused on the future of education, held regular working group meetings, and co-founded with a few fellow students the education-focused project Edify to help students map their learning journeys. As her avatar, Rihanna Chatwar, she co-founded the Vesuvius Group with Jaron Franz Charming, to develop web applications and build immersive environments for community building and learning with client projects for the World Bank, California Academy of Science, New York Department of Ed, Georgia Tech University, Arizona State University, and more, and has organized numerous social good online events, including the virtual Haiti relief campaign within Second Life that helped raise earthquake relief awareness and 10,000 US dollars in virtual microtransactions. In addition, along with her Avicon co-founder Chris Collins, Fleet Turk, Joyce was one of the initial group of people that helped establish the VWBPE 18 years ago. Phelan noted what a great help she was in that foundational group. Joyce continues to use her time and talents to create content and design immersive experiences, convene community events that teach technology skills, and organize communities focused on social good and learning online and in Second Life, Open Simulator, and other virtual worlds. We'll be sharing these links to let you know more about information about Joyce and her work. It is for all these reasons and more that the VWBPE Organizational Committee proudly confirms Joyce Betancourt, Rihanna Chotnor as the VWBPE 2025 Thinkerer Award recipient. Congratulations, Joyce.
Hello, everybody. I think you can hear me. Okay, and thank you for the applause. Thank you, Ellie. And first I want to thank VWBPE, the conference committee, the volunteers, and others who consistently make this event such an amazing resource for all of us. And special thanks to Ellie Pinion for helping me behind the scenes during this, and Kevin Phelan Corrimal, whom I have worked with on various events, including him being a co-organizer and education track lead for the Avicon 2010 and 2011 Second Life Community Convention. So thank you, Phelan. When I first came to Second Life, I was lucky enough through my explorations to find fellow collaborators and mentors. And I first want to thank some of those, including the Sojourner, who launched the Dream Support Community, artist Osprey Varian, Forsythia Wishbringer of Elf Circle, designer Raven Pennyfeather, and Gentle Heron of Virtual Ability. All these inspirational women were early mentors. They showed me how and who you could be in a virtual space. Also, Vesuvius Group collaborators, Amulius, Armath, Carly, Euterp, Josephine, Lunata, Memory, Muse, Patty, Raven, Sam, and of course, the talented coder wizard, Franz Charming, Jeroen Franz in real life, who is my longtime collaborator across many projects, groups, and virtual worlds. Professionally, I want to thank Global Kids and the innovative and passionate people I worked with there. Barry Joseph, Amira Fawad, Rick Panganiban, Rafi Santo, and other staff. Also many of the teens I had the honor of mentoring, and the pioneers of digital media learning I worked with during that time. I am ever inspired by my talented Avicon team, many helping stream right now. James at Loud Lloyd, Michael Bailey, Marcus Llewellyn in World, David Fleeson, Sun Tzu, Jeroen Franz Charming, and prior staff. Also the Avicon co-founders, Chris Collins, Fleep Took, as mentioned before, Kathy Fatika, Peter Locke, and Donna Meyer, who helped launch so much of the events and community support I do today. Then there's the nonprofit Commons community and friends, including NPC founder Glitteractica Cookie, who is Susan Tenby of TechSoup.org, NPC board members Zinnia Zauber, Buffy Bide, Lear Lobo, Corin Mayo, Ellie Pinion, Ava Dugal, and Dale Arata currently. Also prior board members, Val Librarian, Lysena Wisdom Seeker, Thinker, Selby Evans, Namara McMora, Parhelion Palou, Talk with Marie, and the many NPC mentors, members, presenters, and others who take part in the NPC community. Also, the Open Simulator Community Conference organizers, including OSCC co-chair Dr. Cynthia Cologne, Mal Burns, Beth Ghost Raven, Buffy Beal, Lisenna, Pet Love, Pet Shop, Stone Lunacy, Kaylee West, Nebadon Izumi, Barbara Truman, who is obviously passed away, also Olive Tree Lighthouse, who we miss as well, and countless more. Through the dozen plus years we've hosted OSCC, they've been they've been important to us. And of course, the Open Simulator developers, including Yubit Yumurov, Dr. Krista Lopes, who created the hypergrid, Melanie Thielker, and others. Of course, there's so many, oops, let me get my transcript. Of course, there are so many I have not been able to mention today. I am forever grateful to many people and communities I have been involved with over the last 20 years. And as the virtual t-shirt I often wear says, I fight for the user, and I will continue to do that for all of you. So thank you, everyone, and I am much appreciative of being the Thinkerer this year. Thank you.
Oh shoot, it's me. I definitely apologize. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. All right, let's try this. Well, this is nearing the end of our 3 days together. This is not actually the end of VWBPE. Between now and April 15th, we have more immersive experiences that I highly encourage everyone to attend. So there's still lots more to come, especially, we want you to save the date for the 19th annual VWBPE conference Insights, happening March 19th through 21st, 2026 next year. Our insights emphasize identifying affordable and accessible technologies to broaden the ability and adoption of educational tools. We highlight the importance of equipping educators and students with the technical skills needed for seamless integration into curricula and scalability for wider implementation. Our insights are essential for addressing equitable access to these resources and establishing best practices that benefit both students and instructors. The creation of engaging, pedagogically robust content relies on insights into developing reliable methods to assess the effectiveness of VR and AR technologies in enhancing learning outcomes. Above all, our insights into innovative assessment methods will be critical. Rather than avoiding machine learning and artificial intelligence, our goal is to guide students towards developing independent insights, creativity, and critical problem-solving skills in environments enriched by these advanced technologies. Please watch for more information coming this summer and the call for proposal to open this fall. I would now like to invite Pookie Amsterdam back to the stage for closing remarks.
Thank you. And thank you, Kevin, Phelan. Thank you, everyone. It's such a profound moment to be here. I also want to thank Rhiannon. She's so wonderful. I don't think you could have picked a better person this year. The Thinkerers are all uniquely qualified, and it's all about the giving. It really is. We need to be exposed to innovation, technology, and teachers who can process and utilize new information. In the safe space of our virtual lives, taking risks and steps that can be more difficult in the real world is possible here. We also meet people here we otherwise never would have, who help us in our transformations and transitions. As we move forward and when funding for essentials of science and technical advancement become marred in politics, virtual worlds present real alternatives. Transitioning is also about growth. We hope to transition to a better place, even a better time. Here, we work to make that happen on a daily basis. We start out as tiny babies, born at our youngest and dumbest, and spend the rest of our lives learning from others. We are predisposed to this, predisposed to learn. In Second Life and other virtual worlds, age is not defined by the number of years we've been alive, but the number of res days we have. Knowledge, willingness, and proximity to each other helps make us able to affect one another as profoundly as we do. Second Life and virtual worlds have always been about proximity. We are close to one another, even though we may be far apart. Our shared growth gives courage to inspire even greater transformation. We transition in many ways in our lives, from childhood to adulthood, from adulthood to older age. We pass milestones. Sometimes our dreams change our lives. When I first entered Second Life, I thought I was in a waking dream because of its immersive nature and visuals. I even dreamed in Second Life Technicolor. In this conference, you can do more than just dream to go to the moon. Hey, there's a build for that. We are students of all ages here, discovering knowledge through resources our colleagues have generously shared, that you have generously shared. The VWBPE is here because of your dedication and endless hours of building, writing, teaching, because you made this happen. Utilizing what has given you joy and fueled your expertise. You're extending that knowledge, building on it to help the transition into better practices for education by building these relationships. So our quote is, "Transitions are part of life, allowing for perpetual renewal. A bud gives way to a new flower, which surrenders to the fruit, which gives rise to a seed, which yields a new sprout." And that was by David Simon, the writer of The Wire. And we are sprouting daily here. So, now, it is time to dance and show off those clothes. Everybody looks fantastic. Let's get that link to the after party out. Thank you. Immediately following this is the Dance the Night Away party. Join us at the VWBPE Social Wetlands Visitor Center to party on the deck. The best way to celebrate this great conference is to dance, chat, and enjoy excellent company. That would be all of us. DJ Kaz keeps the party hopping. For you all, now is the time to share your favorite moments from the conference and reminisce and hang out with friends. Come as you are. See you next year for VWBPE 2026. And that's a wrap. Mwah. Love you all.